We ask you to please rise as we honor America and all that it stands for, as well as our freedom and all those who serve to protect it, with the playing of our national anthem.
W7 Live Division 4 State Championship Saturday here from Goodman Diamond on the campus of UW-Madison on the southwestern shore of Lake Mendota. I'm Connor DuBoyce alongside Gary Wipperman. Gary, two teams we weren't sure would be here, but here they are nonetheless. Iola-Scandinavia, they knocked off the defending D4 state champion, the Grantsburg Pirates, way back on Thursday. And that was really the start of an epic night, Thursday night, that 4:30 game. Iola-Scandinavia pulls off the upset, and then they followed up with Waterloo, a team of destiny. It was kind of what we called it. There's something bigger than softball going on in the village, the town of Waterloo. And that starts in the circle with none other than their pitcher, Grace Marty.
One of the things we've talked about during our preview show and leading up to the tournament has been, you know, if it goes as planned, if it goes chalk, if it goes how it's supposed to. And while this matchup isn't how it was supposed to go, in a bigger way, it is how it was supposed to go. Connor said that Thursday night. He said it just felt like Waterloo was a team of destiny and they are supposed to go to the championship game. And here it is. They're here and they're ready to play Iola-Scandinavia, which, you know, yes, Waterloo's a great story and a big story and, you know, a very emotional story, but you know, don't count out the Thunderbirds. I mean, they knocked off the defending state champions. And if you looked at the crowd Thursday from Grantsburg, I think a lot of people said, well, I'll just stay home tonight and I'll just plan on coming out Saturday for the state championship game. The only problem was they lost to Iola-Scandinavia, who said, you know what, we'll do Thursday and Saturday. And so here they are, and we're ready to play softball.
And Iola-Scandinavia, they have packed the bleachers down the third base line. Waterloo and the Wisconsin Bandit family have packed the bleachers down the right field line. We're at near capacity here at Goodman Diamond. Grace Marty, first pitch to Sievertson, skips off the front of the plate, and we are underway. A warm day here at Goodman Diamond. There's been, we thought some maybe late inning heroics out of Oakfield in the first one to no avail. We'll see what happens here. Iola-Scandinavia kind of jumped out in front. They took control of that game against Grantsburg. See if they can't do the same here. Grace Marty in the circle. She has a 1-1 count. Here's the offering. That one served into center field. Right at Lauersdorf. One up, one down. Waterloo, they come into the game. They wear their maroon tops, white bottoms. On the tops, they've got the gold trim, black numbers. First pitch to Muck, slap foul down the left field line. McCarthy will chase over and pick it up. And Iola-Scandinavia, black tops, black bottoms. Orange socks, no stirrups for them. Orange numbers with white trim. Muck comes into the game batting .558, 58 hits, 29 RBIs. She waits back on the changeup, lifted behind second base. Dorn couldn't track it down. So one out, one aboard here in the top of the first.
Brooklyn Barons.
That'll bring up the catcher, Brooklyn Barons. Freshman catcher here for Iola-Scandinavia. Now one outside, 1-0. Umpires for today's Division IV state championship. Tammy Hutchinson behind the plate. Jack Fleming down at first. Chet Markham at third. Now one outside, 2-0. One out, one aboard, top of the first. Thunderbirds looking to strike first. Barons outside corner. She takes strike one. Marty will set. She comes home with it. And that one, line shot, left center field. Cutting it off is McCarthy. So Muck and Barons aboard here, top of the first. And the Thunderbirds are seeing something out of Grace Marty. They're kind of sitting back, waiting for her to bring that fastball down into the zone, and they're turning and burning. Clara Colas, senior first baseman, chases on the change. She kind of hangs her head like, Coach told me not to swing at those. Oh, 1 off ring, change up, just outside. Big white bows and all the hair for the Waterloo. Waits back on that one in the center field. Lauersdorf has it. They're going to throw to second. Coming around and scoring, Maddie Muck.
Muckety Muck is back.
So Muck, the first run of the game here. And the T-Birds are on top, 1-0. 3 hits already here in the top of the first. I think it's just that settling in. You know, both teams might trade a few blows here and then settle in for the middle part. Outside corner, strike one. Maren Hoyard, 371 coming down here to Goodman Diamond. 36 hits on the year, 29 ribbies. 474 slugging. She waits back on the change. Over to short, Jenke's got it. She takes the force at second. So they get the force at second. Does Waterloo. Fielder's choice, and
center fielder,
Barons is out. So that'll bring up the center fielder, Chloe Timdall. Big change up there to get things started from Grace Marty, 0-1. The bus driver out there in left field is pulling donuts in the gravel parking lot and kicking some dust up that's drifting across the outfield wall.
I pulled some donuts right up here from Quick Trip on picked up on the way in.
You did.
We were going to take a picture of them, but they seem to have disappeared.
Hit the Quick Trip up, picked up some donuts along with some mint chip ice cream. Ground ball over to first. Cola's front has it. She steps on the bag. And that ends the top of the first.
3 hits with no errors.
1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Iola strands 2.
Iola-Scandinavia 1. Waterloo coming up.
We head to the bottom of the first. Thunderbirds 1, Pirates coming to bat on W7 Radio. Live coverage, 2023 WIA State Softball Tournament.
Education-based sporting.
Back here at Goodman Diamond, bottom of the first, Ava Janke will lead things off for the Pirates. It'll be Janke, Hebner, Frond, Bauman, Marty, Dorn, Ron, McCarthy, and Lauersdorf.
That is quick. You flew through that lineup.
Well,
that was like the Kakana Oak Creek game last night.
We got to get this baby in. Ground ball to third, across the diamond. Munoz to Colas. 5-3 on the putout. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The catcher, Brenna Hebner.
That'll bring up the catcher, Brenna Hebner. 5:51 on the year. First pitch swinging. That one ripped down the third base line, but foul. Left to right for the T-Birds in the outfield. Prince, Timdall, and Iserman. Third to first, Munoz, Sievertson, Hoyard, and Colas. Muckety Muck. Maddie Muck in the circle. And Brooklyn Barons behind the plate tonight, or this morning yet. 1-1 offering here
just
from
one
Muck.
Big day.
Yes.
There's no night, afternoon, morning.
That one lifted left center field. Drifting over from her spot in left is Prince. She makes the catch. So Hebner put a charge into it, but knocked down a little bit there.
And today started at 7 a.m. Thursday. It's been one big day since then. Hey, shout out Dan Kelly, our buddy, checking in. Says go Waterloo with the Bandits family. Play for Kate. Molly and I are on our way to Goodman to see Mayville and the Shovel Girls.
All right. Well, obviously listening to us on the way down. We appreciate that. We'll see you when you get here.
Special treat, we're going to have Quinn Hines from the Bandits family on the broadcast here for the third inning.
Broadhead Mayville, the D3 state championship. That one's scheduled for a 1 o'clock start. Probably going to be closer to somewhere between 1:45 and 2. Kate Frond in the box right now, junior first baseman. She takes ball 3. So 3-0 to Frond. And with 2 outs, she'll look to get the rally started here for the Pirates of Waterloo. Emma Bauman on deck. Hot shot, third base. Knocked down by Munoz. She makes the first and third outs.
No runs, no
The sure glove of Munoz down there at the hot corner. No hits. No runs. Nobody left on base, which means no errors. Iola-Scandinavia 1, Waterloo nothing. You're listening to the WIA State Tournament Championship Saturday on W7 Radio.
Insurance is a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award.
Back here, Goodman Diamond still in a little bit of a TV timeout. Now we're all set, ready to go. How often do you see it, Gary? A couple of nice plays in the field and then leading the off the inning. Something good tends to happen. Let's see if Julia Munoz, the third baseman, can get something going here for Iola as she leads it off. Line shot right back into the glove. Grace Marty snags it. Absolutely, Dan Pfeiffer. Dun-dun-dun. One up, one down. Jaden Cruza now in the box. Batting .086. 6 hits, 8 RBIs, 2 runs. That one low, 1-0. So it's Munoz, Cruza, Prince, and then back to the top of the order. Little dribbler out in front. Marty's got it. She'll go to first. No doubt there. Grace Marty to Katrina Frund. 1-3 on the putout.
Fielder, Ava Prince.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Ava Prince. She had a nice grab out there in left field as well. Munoz with 2 outs, Prince with the other one. Iola-Scandinavia looking to add to it here with the bottom of the order. Marty floats that one high, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 9 batter, and Ava Prince, top of the order, and Jayla Sievertson awaits on deck. Outside corner, 2-1. Here's a 2-1 offering from Grace Marty. Slapped into right field. Prince gonna be aboard. Kind of that other leadoff hitter in the bottom of the order, Ava Prince.
Jalen Sievertson.
So back to the top of the order, Jalen Sievertson. Batting .477 on the year, 51 hits, 21 RBIs. First pitch to her, slapped down the left field line, off the glove of Ballman, out in the left center field in foul territory. Prince over to third, Sievertson down to second. Ballman unable to handle the hot shot off the bat of Sievertson.
The pitcher, Maddie Muck.
And it only gets worse here for Waterloo with Muckety Muck, Maddie Muck up. She'll step in the left-handed batter's box. 104 at-bats this year, 58 hits. She slaps that one in the left field. 1 run is in, around third is Sievertson. She's gonna score, diving in. She takes out Hebner on the plate. Muck all the way around the third. And it's a big crooked number here with 2 outs.
T-Bird fans are fired up.
Muck pointing into the stands, the fans pointing back at her. That's how you do it here at Goodman Diamond. Players interact with the fans, fans interact with the players. Positive energy all the way around. Brooklyn Barons now in the right-handed batter's box. All of this with 2 outs. Started with a base hit from Prince, followed that by Sievertson, and a double and an error from Maddie Muck, helping her own cause. Barons fouls that one off, 2 balls, 1 strike. So Muck scored the first run of the game, and she's driven in the next 2.
Bless you.
And oh, by the way, she's in the circle today, so she's just going to do it all. Ground ball, sharply hit left side. Janke has it. She'll go to first. but not before the damage could be done.
In the Iola-Scandinavia second.
Iola
2
gets 2 runs
on 4 hits.
on just
with
4
no
hits.
errors and 2 left on base.
No errors.
Your score.
We head to the bottom of the second. Thunderbirds 3, Pirates nothing, but coming to bat here on W7 Radio.
Second for the
Got it.
Waterloo Pirates, third baseman Emma Bauman.
Bottom of the second here, back at Goodman Diamond. 1 in the first, 2 in the second for Iola-Scandinavia. First pitch swinging, Bauman over to short. Severson has it. 1 up, 1 down.
The pitcher, Grace Marty.
So Grace Marty now, she'll stand on the right-handed batter's box. 373 on the year, 25 hits. That one outside. Woo! She sends that 1-0 offering into left field. Marty aboard. Let's see if that's the spark the Waterloo Pirates need.
That had a good sound to it.
That did. That was solid contact for sure.
Second baseman, Leah Dorn.
So the second baseman, Leah Dorn, will step into the box. Ground ball to third. They go across the diamond. They got her.
Says what it is.
Designated player, Kaylee Ron.
Let me work on it. Go ahead.
So Kaylee Ron with 2 outs. And Marty down at second. She takes the muck strike in there inside corner, 0-1. Senior designated player. That one going to be in the left center field gap. Giving chase, putting the glove up, sticking it out. Timdo. Chloe Timdo. A big catch out there in center field. That could have been at least 1. 1 run. No runs, 1 hit. 1 left on. We head to the third. Iola-Scandinavia 3, Waterloo nothing.
Engage in the conversation about high school sports in your community and throughout.
Kara Colas leading things off. She beats out the infield hits.
Second baseman, Marin Hoyard.
Marin Hoyard's up to bat for Iola-Scandinavia. Connor fixing a couple things on the production side and returning back to him in a minute. Quinn Hines, our special guest, head coach, Hortonville softball, and also for the Wisconsin Bandits softball club. Coach, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you back with us. Appreciate your support as always for W7. You're one of our biggest supporters. We really appreciate it, and certainly all you do for girls sports in the state of Wisconsin.
Well, we all say the same about you guys. This has been a really cool weekend with you guys doing all these games online. A lot of feedback, a lot of people that are loving it.
That's great.
Doing a great job.
Glad to hear that.
This is awesome.
And as always, just try to really make it about the kids. That was a fly ball to the left center field and out. So 1 out. In the top of the third, 3-0, Iola-Scandinavia. Obviously, it's different doing radio than TV. You got to do a lot more talking. And as far as describing the games, I told Connor, I said, by the end of this weekend, I'm going to be just completely exhausted with the sound of my own voice. I'll tell you that.
Especially with these 2.5-hour games that are going on.
Right, yeah, they've been marathons.
All good games, though.
So we asked Coach Hines to join us to talk about, obviously, the game and what he's seeing, but I think more importantly, it's a special weekend for the Waterloo community as well as the Wisconsin Bandits community. Certainly with the passing of Kate Marty last year.
Line shot, left side. Janke with a backhand grab. She knocks it down. But it'll be let's see how they score. They're going to go with a hit. So runners at first and second, and a potential of a big inning here. Julia Munoz will make her way to the box.
So, Coach, what we'll do is we'll talk back and forth, and then when there's action, we'll break and let Connor step in and call the game here. Because certainly with no video, our viewers are relying on our audio call of the game.
That one slapped over the middle, coming over, making the grab.
We may need you for
is
two
Dorn.
So, Coach, I know most people on the broadcast probably know who Kate Marty was. But I don't want to assume everybody does. Can you start with just tell folks who she was and really the circumstances of what play for Kate is?
Yeah, so Kate played on our 14U Bandit team. She would have been a freshman this year at Waterloo. So we have a lot of her teammates here supporting her. But Kate was a pitcher for us. Her sister Grace is obviously pitching for Waterloo. Kate was a really good player, loved the game of softball. Just loved everything about the sport, but also the teammate part of it, the family aspect of it, and just kind of the community-based that they've rallied around her. So a really tremendous kid, tremendous family. Obviously, we're here cheering for Grace as well.
Well, for those that don't know, Kate lost her life last year in an ATV accident, I believe the circumstances.
A year from Tuesday, from June 6th. We just got back from a tournament I think we were in Rockford, and came back and we got the phone call that nobody ever wants to get that night. So was a really, really tough week. But she lost her life in an ATV accident with her and her best friend, and her best friend is now doing okay, but at the time it was a pretty serious accident, obviously. But incredible support by this community behind her, and the memory that she just leaves us every day is incredible as well. And
her sister Grace, of course, is a senior on this team and on the circle today. She had the game-winning RBI on Thursday night.
Cruise the ground ball right side, right over to front. She picks it up, steps on the base. We'll keep it here. We've got the video going, so we'll keep it here for all of our viewers. So keep going with that, Gary and Quinn.
I don't know how long they want to see our ugly mugs, but I want to make sure we got Quinn. I'm sure you got it.
We're on.
Licensed apparel is available online.
One thing that really struck me, and by the way, enjoy the loudspeaker right behind you.
Yeah, I heard that.
One thing that really struck me was, we interviewed Grace after the game, and I got to tell you, the reactions to that interview have been pretty emotional.
Thursday, June 15th.
I would say in a way maybe somewhat healing, and people getting to hear from Grace directly, and you always ask, how is she doing? And then, sometimes it's awkward to ask those kind of questions. And I talked to Grace before. I said, look, I don't want to get too personal, but I'd like to ask. And she's like, no, please do. Please. She said she's with me every day. And her mom posted a response to our interview and said, I knew Kate was here when I saw the sun setting over Goodman Diamond. I just felt her presence. I can't even talk about it without getting emotional. It's so hard. It's a pretty powerful thing, and that's Connor and I have said all weekend. I mean, it transcends softball.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's been so many moments over the past year, with our club team, obviously, that you just kind of feel that she's with you. Not that the kids on the field aren't doing the work.
Of course not.
But you just kind of feel that little extra sense. I remember back last year, a week after it happened, we took a couple weeks off. We went back to our first tournament, and our first game, we won on a walk-off, come-back home run by the kid who took Kate's spot on the roster. And it was like, we saw the rainbow over left field. It was like, what are you supposed to say about that kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's not even fair to be saying these kind of things.
No, it's obviously been a tough year for the community.
For sure.
We were at Waterloo High School for her resting ceremony, and the community support that was there that place was. I don't know if I've ever been at a funeral with more people. So it was just an incredible support by the community, and they're still supporting her.
Look at all the people here today. I mean, Connor and I have commented on it. We put a video tweet out about it. We've posted about it. The support that the kids have in this community is unbelievable.
And McCarthy leading things off here in the Waterloo bottom of the third, pops out to the pitcher, Maddie Muck. Now Lauersdorf, the center fielder, junior in the box. Look to get something going here. I mean, some of those little things like you said, Quinn. So I did Waterloo's game against Random Lake. At the time it didn't pass my mind, but somebody afterwards came up and said 9-8 was the final, and obviously her number was 17. And that was a game that Waterloo and Random Lake kept trading blows back and forth. Random Lake had the bases loaded and a chance to tie or take the lead, and the final score ends up being 9-8, and you add the two together, you get 17. And like you said, so some of those little things,
but there's been a lot of those little things.
That team of destiny, yeah, just a lot of them adding up. And like I said the other night, you're playing the kids on the field. The kids are doing the work. There's things that go in the box score, but there's a lot of these little things that don't stack, that you can't compete against.
Nicole Bellery, please report to the ticket booth.
The community support has obviously been incredible, and we're here supporting Waterloo today.
Big rip from Lauersdorf. That's going to be over the head in left field, up against the wall. Lauersdorf thinking 3.
Boy,
she's going to get the stop sign.
Brianna can fly, man.
She's having herself a tournament.
And so, Quinn, I'm used to seeing, everybody wearing Aaron Rodgers, I guess Jordan Love jerseys now. I don't know that I've ever seen so many, jersey-style T-shirts that say Marty and 17 on the back. Clearly, there's no question she had and continues to have an impact, in this community, in the community of Waterloo, as well as the Bandits organization.
Absolutely. And Waterloo coming through the tournament, in almost every game they've been down, and they've been the comeback
Yes.
kids in every. Honestly, it was Random Lake and Horicon and Cuba City and in the semifinal the other day.
Yep.
Yeah, all these games they weren't supposed to win.
No, they've come back, and the kids on the field have just found a way. And I think it's that sense of togetherness that they don't stop believing throughout the game. And
I think it's a sense of purpose too, right? They feel like, I almost say they're like not even surprised. Like, yeah, this is what's supposed to happen, and I don't think you could ever say that they're out of a game or that they're an underdog. I just think they just feel like it's going to happen. Even today, it's 3-0 in the third. I'm sure the feeling is still, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and
maybe they will, maybe they won't. But at the end of the day, and you and I have talked about this as a coach, you know this better than I do. At the end of the day, the outcome and the plays, all that stuff's going to wash away, and what's gonna remain and reside will be all the things around that play, the relationships, the feelings of a greater purpose. That's what really
shot
matters.
Back up the middle. Ava Yankee coming around third and scoring. Lauersdorf. And here we go.
And I think for myself personally, that's the thing that I took away from this as a coach, and I use with my own teams at the same time.
Catcher,
You put everything into perspective and what it's really about. Obviously, you want to win. Wins are great. They feel great. Losses hurt. But at the same time, like, ever since that happened.
Line shot down the left field line. Brenna Hebner. First and second. Just one out. And a chance here for the Pirates of Waterloo to climb all the way back into this in the bottom of the third.
First baseman,
Katrina Frund. Katrina Frund will step in that right-handed batter's box. Working through the middle part of the lineup now are the Pirates. Frund, Ballman, and Marty.
We gotta get Emma up with a bunch of runners on. We'll clear the bases pretty quickly.
Right.
But no, it puts everything into perspective a little bit, and like what this is really about. And wins are great, losses hurt, but at the same time, like the losses, I get over them a lot quicker than I ever used to. I realize like being at the park is the best part of the day with your teammates, with your friends, with your community.
Line shot center field, settling under that, making the grab is Timdall, tagging and advancing 60 feet to the runners.
Quinn is the throw second base there on that.
You have to go to second there because the runner at third, you don't want her to advance, but the runner at second's the tying run. You got to keep her at first base because now a base hit's going to tie the game.
Emma Bowman.
Come on, Emma. I'm going to be a little partial here.
Absolutely.
Emma was on our team with Kate. Emma was Kate's catcher in our club team.
She's a stud. Emma is a stud ball player.
Third baseman Emma Ballman, I saw her put one way out of the park. Line shot off the glove, all the way to the fence. One run is in, 2 runs are in. Ballman at second with a stand-up double. Here we go.
She's pretty shy, isn't she?
Emma's a player. She's playing third base for Waterloo because that's where they need her in high school, but she is a stud catcher. She's got a rocker for an arm, and she can hit the ball. She was kind of one of our leaders on our team. And I think with the connection with Kate and obviously going to the same high school on our club team, there was a little extra there. So it's been a really special year for her and her dad.
The Waterloo fans doing the wave, Connor.
Here we go. Senior Grace Marty, the pitcher, now in the batter's box. She takes inside, 0-1. Emma Bauman, the freshman, out at second base. She just drove in the tying runs of the game. 3-3 here in the bottom of the third.
You know, Quinn, I mean, it's one thing as a parent to lose a child. I couldn't even imagine. I think about Grace a lot and just dealing with losing a sibling and really just how she carries herself. It's really remarkable. And I was so impressed in our interview with her, just how mature she was, how, open she was to talking about it. But at the same, it was a nice balance because I felt like, yes, she gets strength from her, but she has her own strengths too. She's a pretty tough kid.
She is.
Marty slaps that one right side. Diving at first, making a backhand stop. Legging it out is Grace Marty.
And for those who are listening online, it was a routine ground ball to second base. And I don't know who's played second there, Connor, but it looked like the softball had handles on it that couldn't be grabbed.
Hoyered out there at second, but Colas dove in front of her.
Crazy. Again, yes, another of the 416 coincidences we've seen this weekend.
So Leah Dorn now will stand in the box. She lifts that one in the center field. Coming on, settling under it is Timdall.
In the Waterloo third,
But not before a crooked number could go on the board. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error from Iola-Scandinavia. They leave 1 on base. After 3, we are all tied up, 3-3. We head to the 4th. Championship Saturday here on W7 Radio.
Quinn, before I let you go, I've peppered you with questions. Is there anything you want to talk about specifically?
Well, I think I'm speaking for the general public and the fans. We want to thank you guys for everything you've done. This was a really awesome tournament. The WIA has done a really fantastic job. I've been here, and every year it's just gotten better. They're putting on a really great event. But we want to thank you guys for what you've done the last couple of days. Obviously, when the TVs aren't rolling, and we are able to follow the action wherever we're at. So you and your crew have done a tremendous job, always do, but we're really appreciative of what you do for the kids all the time. There's a lot of chatter from the kids on how special it is for them. So from coaches and players and communities, we just want to thank you and your crew for that.
Thank you, Quinn. We appreciate that. Quinn Hines, our special guest today for the third inning. Hortonville softball head coach, as well as Wisconsin Bandits head coach. Sure, we'll run into you this summer, Quinny, and as always got a headset available for you anytime that you're free.
Absolutely.
Quinn, last question: who you got in the final one tonight? Kaukauna, Superior?
Oh man, I mean Superior's really, really good. But I'm not going against Kaukauna.
How can you?
I mean, you know them well.
And they're just so tough. Paige Miller's on my club team. I'm cheering for Paige. Obviously, the FVA has been well represented. So,
yeah.
As much as some point you want Kaukauna to lose one as being the rival, they're going to be really tough. And you got to play a perfect game to beat them. One run's not going to do it.
You want that streak to end when they play you, though.
Yeah, I know.
You want to be that one to end it. Don't let it end here at State.
Selfishly, I do want that to happen.
All righty.
Quinn Hines, our special guest. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you. We'll get back to softball.
Well, that was kind of like a little Manning cast a little bit.
It is kind of like a little Manning cast.
Yeah. Prince leading off the fourth. Little dribbler to left side. Bauman's got it. Across the diamond. To front. One up, one down here in the fourth.
You get the same thing going I do. The voice cracking has happened. It's been happening to me the last 2 days, too.
I don't know why. We've only done, what are we at? 15 games in the books.
Yeah, 15.
15 in the books. We're just about halfway through this one. Jalen Sievertson now stands in that right-handed batter's box. Senior shortstop. 107 at-bats. 51 hits for. Good enough for a 477 average. She takes ball one. That one back to the circle. Marty knocks it down. She'll gather, quickly fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the fourth. I mean, you just talk about little things, though, Gary, like we were. And so we didn't play. We told Quinn before the game, come up in the third, right? Waterloo doesn't really have a whole lot going on.
Right.
We bring, Quinn comes up, we're talking, it's the storyline, it's our little storyline, whatever. Ground ball back to Marty. Beats it out. Does Maddie Mock. She's fast. But back to that, so we're talking about the Cape Marty thing and all the little things along the way. And all of a sudden, Waterloo, a little bloop and a little blast and a little bobble by Iola-Scandinavia and a big double. And all of a sudden, it's 3-3 and it's a new ball game.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Like I said the other night, if you don't believe in destiny, I don't know what you believe in.
Right, agreed.
Backhand, stop it short. Jenkie's got it. She goes to Dorn.
Scandinavia 4.
No runs. One hit. They do strand one on base.
3.5 innings,
we head to the bottom of the fourth.
Scandinavia 3.
Iola 3. Waterloo 3. But coming back here on W7 Radio. Live coverage of the championship Saturday here at Goodman Diamond on the campus of UW-Madison.
And other important WIAA events.
It's time to join the Buckle Up, Phone Down movement. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation challenges all Wisconsin drivers to put safety first by taking the 2 most important actions to prevent or survive a crash. Use your seatbelt on every trip and put the phone down when driving. Buckle up and phone down on every trip, every time. A message from the WIAA the Department of Transportation, and your friends at W7 Productions. Yeah, Gary up there on the scoreboard. Most hits in a state game, 5. Ellie Jensen from Watertown. That would have been, well, oh, I thought it was 2018 when you started. That was before our time. That was before your time.
Yep.
Sorry.
One thing I did find interesting, though, is Christy Thompson from DeBerlin Eisenhower posted a photo last night of us taking. We took a picture of a bunch of DeBerlin Eisenhower youth. They were all probably 5th, 6th grade, and she reposted that Twitter post and said several of these kids are playing today in the state tournament.
They looked like babies.
It tells you how old we're getting, man.
They looked like babies in the photo. Kaylee Ron leading things off here in the Waterloo 4th.
It'll be 6 years, December 1st.
A senior utility player, designated player here this afternoon. That one shot in the center field, drifting back. Gonna settle under it and make the catch. Does Tyndall.
Nice play by Tyndall at center. Just glides over there and makes that play.
Left fielder.
So
Alex McCarthy.
That'll bring up the left fielder, Alex McCarthy. That's McCarthy and then Lauersdorf. 7-8-9 here in the 4th. Of course, it was 8-9, and then the top of the order that really got it going in the bottom of the 3rd there for Waterloo. McCarthy slaps it left side, past the glove of Munoz. Gary, one thing that's really stuck with me that Ed was saying yesterday was all these fielders, they don't see a lot of balls put in play when they go through conference schedule. These are all conference champions, or top of the conference, 1 or 2 in the conference, and so you're not going to see a lot of balls put in play. Then all of a sudden now you've got to make it when it matters.
Yeah, no, that's right. I mean, a lot of those games, you're talking 12, 14, 16 strikeouts, and you're not getting that now.
Lauersdorf, she takes inside 1-1. And then talking to Casey, too, in the last game. Was it Casey Anderson?
Yes.
It wasn't until her 7th trip to Kristen Casey. It wasn't until her 7th trip to a state championship that she was able to calm down and settle in, And you went in multiple sports, basketball and volleyball and cross country. Yeah, and just incredible. Rana Lauersdorf, 1-2 the count to her. That one dribbled down the 3rd base line, but foul. So we'll come back, reset, do it again. 20 hits on the year for Lauersdorf. A big double that got the action started for the Pirates of Waterloo back in the 3rd. Now with 1 out and McCarthy on first. She'll look to do it again. That one back up the middle. They go to 2nd. They get the force. It was Sievertson to Hoyard. They get the force at 2nd. Throw not in time over to 1st. So back to the top of the order, and senior shortstop Ava Jenke.
Hey, if you're watching at home on TV and have the sound turned down and have W7 turned up, post a photo on social media or send it to me, direct message. I would love to see that, and just know that not only are you watching the game, but you're listening to us for the girls. So do that if you would. Appreciate it.
Ground ball left side under the diving glove of Sievertson. So now 1st and 2nd and 2 outs.
Or if you're in your car listening have someone take the photo. If you're driving, don't take the photo per the buckle up.
Oh, we just read that
challenge.
message.
But have a passenger, take a photo. Just love to see that the W7 Nation is tuned in and listening to the state championships online with us.
So Brenna Hebner now in the right-handed batter's box. She'll dig in. She awaits the offering from Muck. That one high and away, 1-0.
If you post it, make sure you tag us in the post. So on Twitter, it's at productionsw7.com. Instagram also at productionsw7.com. And Facebook is at productionsw7.
So the 1-0 offering there from Muck. Inside 2-0. Muck back on the rubber. Here she comes. That one lifted to left field. Right at a perfectly placed Prince.
In the Waterloo 4.
So no runs, 1 hit. The Pirates do strand 2. We head to the 5th. It's Iola-Scandinavia 3, Waterloo 3. You're listening to W7 Radio. Back here, top of the 5th, we put the poll up. Where should Gary go for the 5th inning stretch? Should he head to the Iola-Scandinavia side, or should he head to the Waterloo side? Put your vote in there, and we'll send him down there here in the middle part of the 5th for the 5th inning stretch. A new tradition started here at the WIA State Tournament. Clara Collis leading things off. Line shot right back to Marty. She knocks it down. 1 pitch, 1 out. So after a rough couple of first 2 innings for Marty, she's really settled in here in the 3rd and the 4th. Marin Hoyer now, outside corner, 0-1. Senior second baseman. That one lifted over the head of the second baseman, Dorn. And Hoyer aboard here with 1 out.
Center fielder Chloe Tyndall.
So that'll bring up the center fielder, Chloe Tyndall. She's had a little bit of a busy morning here. She chases that changeup off the front of the plate, 0-1. Senior will dig back into that right-handed batter's box, batting .207, 18 hits on the season. She squares. It's going to be a dead ball. That hit her out in front of the plate. So Tyndall going to be out. The runner is going to have to go back to first.
The batter made secondary contact with the ball while he was in fair territory and is out.
So the bunt was laid down and popped up and hit Tyndall out in front in fair territory. Immediate dead ball. Home plate umpire Tammy Hutchinson right on it. Have a little chit-chat about it. The head coach from Iola-Scandinavia, it was pretty obvious. He agrees. He's probably just trying to get a little This inning's kind of going by pretty quickly here. Just trying to get maybe a little extra break here for Muck. Julia Munoz digging in now. First pitch swinging, back to the circle. Marty's got it. Over to first.
In the Iola-Scandinavia pit.
No runs. One hit.
Left on base. After 4.5, your score.
After 4.5, Iola-Scandinavia 3.
All right, fans, we are
It's time for the 5th inning stretch. It looks like Gary is down there by the Waterloo side. Here we go.
To take me out to the ball game.
All righty, Gary Wipperman down there, a man of the people.
First baseman, Katrina Freund.
3-3, bottom of the 5th. The talent, Ed Rao now in the building. Did you see the Bees walking in or no? Have you seen him at all? Have you seen Dave Beasley? We haven't seen him yet either. Front in the box. She's going to lift that one. Left center field. Coming on. Unable to make the grab. Big turn at first. She's going to head to second. Sliding in. Safe. Katrina Freund, the leadoff double here in the 5th. Ed, I don't know what's going on over here. We've got the big Oakleys, a sombrero with feathers. I don't know. My goodness. Yeah, you can take 3 today. We'll upgrade you.
Oh,
are you hot?
Oh, my Lord. How did you guys do this for 3 days?
One pitch at a time.
I'm a fragile being, as is everybody is very aware. Wow.
Emma Bauman, hot shot off the base. That's going to go all the way to the fence. Around second and scoring is Freund, and the Pirates of Waterloo have struck for another, and they take the lead 4-3.
That skipped right off the bag.
Right off the bag.
And it's right in front of the umpire, so no questioning that call.
If it doesn't hit the bag, it might go foul.
Well, it definitely is a foul ball if it doesn't hit the bag. We're going to have a discussion. But it looked like it's the home plate umpire's call.
Yeah. It was right off the bag.
The Waterloo section, they are showing out.
Yeah. Were you listening on the way over?
I was not.
What the heck?
I know, I apologize. I was on a phone call, actually.
Well, that's all right. So Grace Marty, another big spot here for the senior. Let's see if she can come through, help her own cause. Waterloo up 4-3. She takes inside 1-0. Emma Bauman, the freshman. Of course.
How many times have we said that the last couple days? They're not freshmen anymore.
Teammates with the aforementioned Kate Marty, the play for Kate. Grace Marty. Throw coming home. Grace going to make a big turn, dance out there. She's happy with first. First and third, nobody outs.
Waterloo stringing them together.
Second baseman,
The sea of yellow down the first base line. What a sight.
So Leah Dorn now in the right-handed batter's box. She takes top of the strike zone, 0-1. They're going to come down here.
A little coaching conversation and see what that's all about.
Did you see the elbow tap? That was a bunt?
Yeah,
that was a bunt, elbow tap.
Ellie show it. And
and now Barron's behind home plate. She's waving the infielders in like she heard that entire conversation. Head coach Deb Bratz, great coach. So appreciative of everything, so supportive of all her kids on the squad. Her husband is part of the advanced team at Waterloo. I got the random leg 2 hours before first pitch, and he already had the net set up. Ground ball up the middle. They're going to get the force at second. Bauman comes home and scores, but Dorn legs it out. Just a little slow there on the turn.
it just wasn't hit hard enough. It was hit right at her, but just not quite hard enough. Good turn, good execution, just beat it down the line.
So a 5-3 lead. And I know Grace Marty would like to be out there at second, but I'm sure she's happy here to get in and just take a little breather and relax, get a little water, and be refreshed to head out to the circle in the sixth. What's the matter?
Just surprised we don't have anything protecting all this glorious equipment.
That one skips in there. So there's two broadcasts, Ed. There's a pre-2 o'clock and then a post-2 o'clock broadcast.
And then the big guns come out. That's when we bring out the real stuff.
You'll see the shade slowly start to creep across the table, and we can pull the equipment back out instead of hide it underneath the table. Can't put a tent up here, so we do what we do. I mean, they could expand, build off the dugout. Down to second goes Dorn. So now Dorn in scoring position here with just one out. 2 balls, 1 strike to count the run.
Good pitch.
It was actually 2-2 because she's down on strikes there.
Got her to climb the ladder, chase the rise. Unable to catch up.
So now,
fielder Alex McCarthy.
2 outs. And Alex McCarthy batting .328, 19 hits on the year, 7 RBIs. A man on the first base concourse has been busy collecting foul balls all morning.
Well, I've been here and there's already been 3. You haven't only been here, what, 5 minutes?
Yep.
3 of them to the right side.
Gary almost caught one this morning.
Almost doesn't count.
Yep, off the rail.
This rail?
Yep.
Oh, come on. Come on now. Come now. You got to catch those.
Little Butterfingers.
It's from Nebraska.
The 2-1 offering.
You know.
Well inside, 3-1.
That's a big point here.
Sophomore left fielder Alex McCarthy.
You put 2 on the board. You've taken a 5-3 lead. It's getting late. And
that one gonna get down. They're gonna wave. Dorn around third. She's gonna score. Out of the 7th spot, Alex McCarthy drives in a huge run there with 2 outs.
Center fielder Brianna Lauersdorf.
Waterloo 6, Iola-Scandinavia 3. And Lauersdorf has a double. Today I believe she had a double or a triple back on Thursday night as well. She's got some wheels if she can get it into the gap. That one lifted right center field. Should be caught. It's playable. Coming on and making the catch is Tyndall in right center field.
On 4 hits with 1 error.
Another 3 spot for Waterloo. 3 runs, 4 hits. They leave
Iola-Scandinavia
1 on. It is Pirates 6, T-Birds 3, coming to bat on W7 Radio.
Those considering becoming an official to do so, because we leading off the 6th for Iola-Scandinavia.
W7 Radio
Jaden
back
Crusoe.
here on Championship Saturday, D4 Championship, top of the 6th. Connor DuBoyce alongside Ed Raleigh. Gary Whipperman lost amongst the people.
Just
Dave,
the way he likes it.
Dave Beasley somewhere around here taking pictures. Who knows where?
So the boss went Johnny Cash on us today. All black.
There he is. Jaden Crusoe lead things off for the Thunderbirds here in the 6th. She takes strike 1.
Time
Second
for
one-
IS to get some base runners.
Second one skips away. It is.
You only got 2 cracks at it. You're trailing by 3. You don't need to get it all back right here, but you got to at least put some pressure on the Pirates.
Grace Marty fouls that one back. Grace Marty in the circle. Crusoe fouls that one back. 1-2 the counts. The 1-2 offering, change up low. 2-2. That's about what it is. You got to create your own shade.
Well, we all know the sun never sets on the cool, so.
2-2 offering just inside. Habner trying to frame it back into the zone. Unable to do so, and now the count runs full on the leadoff batter here in the 6th, Jaden Crusoe. T-Birds trail by 3, 6-3 here in the 6th. Crusoe, hot shot down the line. That one's going to be off the glove. In front and into right field. So Crusoe aboard with the air.
That's what you needed if you're IS.
So bottom in the order here, Crusoe in the 8th spot aboard. Prince, the left fielder, she's going to make her way to the plate in the 9th spot. Then it's back to the dangerous top of the order in Sievertson, Mark, and Behrens.
Running at first for the Thunderbirds. Now batting left fielder number 1, Ava Prince.
Maya Heschke will do the base running down here at first as the pinch runner. Gary, you disappeared for a little while on us.
I was over there waiting for you to turn my camera on.
Well, we got to keep the iPad underneath, and I don't. Usually, you only do a half inning and you come back. So
Well,
you went.
I'd try the next half on the Iola-Scandinavia
You went
side.
rogue. We do the middle of the 5th and the middle of the 6th, so I wasn't ready for the bottom of the 5th.
See how it's my fault?
Well, who else's would it be?
As it stands, Prince
Hey,
in the box, 1 ball, no strikes.
I'm married. I get this stuff already. I don't need it here.
Just ice your ankle down there.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. That one skips in there, 2-1. freshman left fielder. She's been busy out there in left field today, making a couple of good grabs. That one fouled back out of play. So Eddie, you talked about it at the top of the inning. You're going to have to at least get maybe 1 or 2 back. Running out of opportunities. They got a big chance here. Leadoff batter aboard. 2-2 count. Nice job waiting back and staying alive by Prince.
Nice battle. Freshman hanging in there.
Grace Marty will walk to the back of the circle. She's got the sign. She'll spin it a couple times in the glove. Here's the 2-2 offering. That one served out in the right center field gap. Nobody's going to get to it. Cut off eventually out there in center field by Lauersdorf. Runners advancing just 60 feet though. So first and second into the top of the order we go.
Great job by Prince, hanging around. You called it on that changeup. She just kept her hands back enough to foul it off and then finds a pitch she likes and drives it into the right center field gap for a base hit. Now 2 on, nobody out.
So the table has been set for the top of the order. Jalen Sievertson, runners at first and second. Maddie Muck on deck. Behind her in the hole, Brooklyn Barons. The senior Grace Marty is going to have to go through at least probably 2 of them, if not all 3, to get out of this one. A 1 offering, slap foul. TV guy trying to make a play on it.
Dangerous when you're holding a lot of money in your right hand.
$50,000 camera.
Yeah.
Just film it.
That's why we go with iPads. iPhones.
Stays back on the change, flipped to the middle of the infield, settling under it at second is Dorn. I didn't see infield fly put into effect.
I looked
there.
at all 3 of them and nobody signaled, and you don't hear anything. Maybe you drop that because you're turning an easy 2.
The pitcher, Maddie Muck.
Yeah, you're just running over, stepping on. You're tagging the runner at third and stepping on second. Maddie Muck. She's been in the middle of everything here so far.
That's why we call her Muckety Muck. That's why we call her Muckety Muck.
She had the opening run of the game in the first, and she's got the 2 RBIs in the second. So she's responsible for all 3 runs on the offensive side of it. Line shot back up the middle. Runner at second took a couple steps back to the bag. I get it, you had to avoid making contact with the ball, but maybe better to freeze in that situation versus sending all your momentum back to second. Now runners
The catcher, Brooklyn Barons.
at all 3 bases, and Brooklyn Barons.
I think you're right with that assessment, but I don't think she was going to score either way.
She wasn't.
So
It was hit too hard.
Yeah, it was hit too hard, and center fielder really pounced on it very well and very quickly, and I think it wasn't horrible. Wasn't horrible.
No.
And you're still out there, and that's the important thing.
Brooklyn Barons 1-0 offering. That one flipped above the first base dugout, and a nice catch.
I hear you dropped something this morning.
Yeah, I figured you'd hear about it.
Just saying as I walked up.
1-1 offering. That one spoiled and fouled off.
Marty doing a great job in the circle with her changeup. Really keeping him off balance.
The motion's about the same speed as the fastball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Line shot,
she
Marty!
caught it!
She catches it, my goodness!
Go to third, that's a triple play, or double play.
They're gonna double it up! Oh my goodness!
Did that happen?
Incredible! Yes, it did happen!
A line drive caught between the legs. She panicked. Marty didn't know what happened.
My God!
She threw home. Catcher threw to first. The first baseman realized, wait a minute, throw to third, and they get out of
That
it.
is how you get out of a bases loaded 1-out jam.
2 hits.
I said it the other night.
And 2 left on base.
You were playing kids against kids, coaches against coaches, but there's something else in the water with Waterloo
Wow.
that you cannot compete against.
You believe in it or you don't.
Wow.
Connor, you said it right. You believe it or you don't. I'm a believer.
Your four-hitter hits a missile up the middle, and it's caught between the legs. Never have I seen that. Incredible. And Marty was shocked. She caught it. She didn't know if it skipped to her or what. She throws home, stayed within the play. They throw to first. Amazing. Amazing.
I don't have any words, guys. What else can be said? Either everything's a coincidence or nothing is. It's your choice. You believe what you want to believe. I know what I believe.
I mean, they go on to win this. I mean, this is stating the obvious, but there is something happening there because it goes back to that play. I mean, that sums it up right there. That's a game changer.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Waterloo Pirates, shortstop.
I've never seen anything like it. Never.
So now everybody in the Waterloo side, they're stomping their feet against the bleachers here in the bottom of the sixth as we get the action going. Top of the order, Ava Janke.
You know what all these state tournaments are? You know, softball, basketball, foot. It's to our right, this Waterloo crowd.
Popped up right side. Coming on, making the catch in right field is Isserman. One up, one down.
Living and dying by every single pitch, and they are letting you know. And they have not given up any type of faith. They get a lead, and now they're just looking to hang on.
They're going for their first state championship in softball history.
I'm telling you guys what. I mean, you literally saw history being made right there. That last play of the fifth.
Wow.
You'll see it 1,000 times.
Hebner lifts that one left center field gap. Drifting over and making the catch, the center fielder, Timdall, 2 up, 2 down.
And you've coached decades, practices, games. Have you ever seen that before?
Never. I'm sincere when I said that. I mean, it went right through her glove hand, in between her legs, and she just held on.
Right between her thighs.
Yeah.
She
just kind of, she just looked down and went, oh, it's still here. Look at me. I mean, it's either way a foot, and it's a different game. But it was dead central.
No words.
That one lifted right side by Frund. Pirates going to make the catch. So no runs, no hits. We head to the top of the seventh. It'll be last chance for Iola-Scandinavia. They're going to have to strike for at least 3. You're listening to W7 Radio on Championship Saturday.
Leading off the top of the seventh for the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds.
Deep breath,
First baseman,
reset, top of the seventh. Last chance here for the Iola-Scandinavia Thunderbirds. Clara Colas. Line shot, 5-6 hole, Colas aboard here in the top of the seventh.
Everything starts with 1. And there's 1 hit.
Unbelievable.
Maren Hoyer.
So that'll bring up the second baseman, Maren Hoyer. So it's 4, 5, 6 for the Thunderbirds. Colas already aboard, Hoyer in the box now. Tyndall awaits on deck. She is the tying run. Of course, Waterloo looking for 3 more outs. They are looking to secure their first state softball championship in school history. Outside, 2-1.
The umpires to our right did not believe in that call. It was the correct call.
I think right now you could throw it over to backstop and they would want to strike.
Good call.
That's the mindset you're in. Well outside, 3-1. You're just, give me a strike, I don't care, call it. That one fouled back. 3-2 the count. That one slapped. Right side, gonna make it out into the outfield.
Waterloo doesn't like to do anything easy, do they?
No, they don't.
They like drama.
They like the drama. And this crowd that's been rocking is getting a little quieter. Understandably.
Center fielder, Chloe Tyndall.
So that'll bring up the center fielder, Chloe Tyndall.
Hey, Connor, newsflash, the tying runs at the plate.
That it is. Chloe Tyndall. And newsflash, Gary, Tyndall is 6, which means 7, 8, 9 would have to do the damage of tying it up.
Of course.
Outside. We've gone from 17 inches down to 15 here in the 7th.
Cola's down at second. Better be careful. She's kind of just turning around, putting her head down, and walking back to second.
That one well outside, and now 3-0.
Don't want to get sloppy right now.
I wouldn't be surprised. Let's just say this is ball 4. I wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout here just to calm down. Well outside.
Oh, no doubt. You'll definitely see it.
Knowing what we know, the backstory, how could there not be emotion and a little stuff running through it right now? You know what I mean? I usually go out there right now, crack a joke, say, hey, bases are loaded. We've got 9 people right now in the infield. We've got 1 helping us out upstairs. Let's just do what we've done all year and get 3 outs and celebrate.
I like that it's a players-only meeting.
Yes.
At this point in the season, it has to be.
Agree.
A coach can go out there and do it. Now, if something continues, then you'll go out. But let the players, they got you here.
Yes.
Here we go. Everybody down the third base rises. Julia Munoz in the box. That one a bit upstairs. Hebner started to set up, or stand up out of it. I think if she stays down, she might get the call.
And what shouldn't be lost is Iola-Scandinavia has battled and fought all the way to get here, and they believe that it's their turn.
They believe as well.
Hey, let's not forget, they've got 13 hits. They're not, walking into this. They have 13 hits. They just haven't had that big hit yet.
22 wins on the year as well. 1-1 count. Here's the offering. Line shots. Going over.
Wow.
Making the grab is front.
This is incredible. A great over-the-shoulder, just extended enough to be able to reach it. Catch.
Katrina Front over there. And now 1 out. Bases still juiced.
Wow. Oh, man.
Stick with us. We're going to go split screen obviously, with the stat screen we've been running all day, and we're going to focus on the Waterloo crowd just because they're right to our right here when we get, I'm going to go right now just the way the inning ended last time. My goodness. That line drive, double play, ended the last inning with the bases loaded. So here we are. 1 ball, no strikes to Maya Heschke, the pinch hitter. .333 average. Marty skips that one in there, 2-0.
Yeah, and all of a sudden the tension, this place has been rocking, and all of a sudden it's getting a little more tense and a lot quieter.
You got one side standing with nerves, the other side sitting on their hands in nerves. That one right down Broadway, 2-1.
I love the way Marty throws the pitch, puts the glove up like, give it back, let's go. I'll take care of it.
Yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, 1 out here, top of the 7th. Outside corner, 3-1.
Nowhere to put her.
We talked about this all weekend. Make them earn their way on. You have to throw it down the middle, do that. It could be a rocket right at someone. Could be a fly ball to get the second out.
Maya
Don't walk.
Heschke awaits the 3-1 offering from Marty. Ground ball, right side. It goes to Palm, and she throws it away. 1 run is in. Second one coming to plate, head first dive, and scoring 6-5. Top of the 7th. Remember, this isn't the bottom of the 7th, so all is not lost if it gets tied up.
And it was a ground ball to third, and she went home. Is that the play?
It is the play. It just a little rushed. Think giving the base runner a little credit, and the throw it wasn't a good throw, but it wasn't horrible. But just take your time, make sure of 1. I think she was thinking double play, and I don't think you needed that at that point because you're not going to double anybody up at this point in the game. You just want to make sure of 1. Could you have stepped on third to make sure of the out? Yes, but the throw to home was the correct call. Just rushed it, that's all.
Left fielder, Ava Prince.
So Ava Prince, the left fielder, will now step in the right-handed batter's box. The number 9 batter here with 1 out in the top of the 7th. The Thunderbirds trailing by 1, 6-5. 2 runs already in here for the Thunderbirds. 13 hits on the day. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 here in the 7th. That's their 5. Well outside, 2-0.
9-hitter. Little surprised we're not seeing a bunt. 2-0 pitch. You know she doesn't want to fall behind 3-0. Might see that bunt. Nope,
Here's
swinging away, taking it.
Offering in
Yeah,
there.
she was taking all the way there.
Yeah. You got a first and third situation as well, so you're still set up for a double play. I'm going to imagine they're coming home with it as the infield's halfway.
Coach gave her the swing away sign. That one, a little dribbler out in front. Marty's got it.
Everybody stays.
She put it in her back pocket. She had to worry about the runner at third. It was a smart play. Yeah, that was the right play. I mean, she could have thrown to first, gotten the out, but she had to be thinking about that runner charging down the line. It's so loud in here. I don't know that anybody could have communicated throw to 1. Runner on third stopped halfway, realized it, came right back. Smart on her part. And now you have the top of the order.
Oh, Jalen Sievertson in the box. Line shot, center field. Gonna make the catch. Is Lauersdorf tagging, scoring. We're all tied up. 6-6.
Well,
Holy
it is
cow.
Championship Saturday. I don't think any of this should be a surprise.
The pitcher, Maddie Muck.
Wow.
And they're not done, Connor. First and second, 2 away.
And Muckety Muck up. Ground ball back to Marty. She has it. Beating it out. Wow. Maddie Muck with wheels. Marty thought she had her She kind of jumped up in surprise. She got together there, though, with her second baseman, Dorn. They kind of clapped it out. She's going to ask for an appeal.
You almost never see that overturn, though. It's the first base umpire's call. He made his call. Jack Fleming, the godfather out there, making that call.
Well, Ed,
bases loaded, two outs.
A couple underdog stories. You can't write it any better than this. Both sides rise, 2 outs. Bases loaded, the 3-batter up. It was the bottom of the order that's been producing here. And flipping it back to the top now with stage set for Behrens. She takes high.
She's the hitter that hit the line drive that Marty caught between her legs last inning that ended in a double play in this very situation with the bases loaded. She's looking to rewrite that story.
That one lifted down the right side, just inside the chalk, all the way to the corner. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, 3 will score. Behrens trying for home. She's going to score. An inside the park home run for Iola-Scandinavia and Behrens.
Wow.
Holy cow.
It dropped on the right field line. It couldn't have been fair by more than maybe 2 softballs.
What a change of events here at Goodman Diamond.
Brooklyn Behrens, her 4th home run of the season.
A 7 spot here in the top of the 7th.
And if you're Waterloo, take a deep breath. You got a hit still. 16 hits now for Iola-Scandinavia.
Marty's changed up high, 1-0. And if you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Bauman, Marty, Dorn. So 4, 5, 6. That one lifted, left center field, gonna drop. Colas keeps the line moving here in the 7th.
The hits just keep on coming. It's like peak Michael Jackson. Hit after hit after hit.
So Maren Hoyer now, 7 runs already in. She's back in the box this inning. She takes low, 1-0.
Incredible.
My goodness. The theatrics of Goodman Diamond. That one popped up, coming on, making the catch from behind the plate is Hebner.
Scandinavia 7 runs on 6 hits.
Gary working his way down the Iola-Scandinavia side.
After 6.5, your score.
Iola-Scandinavia, they got
Waterloo 6.
7 runs there in the top of the 7th. They leave one on. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Is there one more magical run in it for the Pirates of Waterloo here on W7?
Third baseman, Emma Bauman.
Back here for the bottom of the 7th. Still in a little bit of a TV timeout, so we'll wait for that to conclude before play resumes. It'll be 4, 5, 6. Bauman, Marty, Dorn. So that will be the first 3 to go up here against Maddie Muck.
The crazy thing about
outside corner strike.
Brooklyn's inside the park grand slam is you can make a case that, yes, she hit a grand slam, but the ball that she hit up the middle was hit considerably harder. That went for a double play. I mean, incredible turn.
Ballman on a sharply hit to short. Severson has it across the diamond to Colas. 6-3 on the putout and the all-important opening out of the inning.
The pitcher.
You're right. Everybody on defense just took a deep breath right there, and they relaxed a little bit. They've got a 4-run lead. They only have 2 outs to worry about, but getting that first one was big.
Now you can walk the next 3 batters, and then you're 1 pitch away from a state championship. Hard hit, couple steps in, over the head in right field. Marty around first. She's going for second. They're going to hold her there.
Yep, you don't need to keep going. Just keep trickling down the line. Hit her here, hit her there, hit her there.
Stole your sunscreen there.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to make sure it's back in there so when I put it back on, it's not 109 degrees.
So Grace Marty, a 1-out double. And now we're going to get a timeout from head coach Tom Anderson. He'll walk out there.
Coach, what's the message there from Coach Anderson?
Real simple. You're doing fine. We're up 4 runs. You have to get 2 outs. There's nothing else you really have to say. And the other thing you could say is you're the best team on this field right now. And that's the important thing. And you just walk away. I mean, it's a real simple message.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that runner at second. Get the outs. She scores, yippee skippy.
Yeah, you really don't have to start worrying until you see McCarthy or Lauersdorf, which are well down the road.
You really don't have to worry. Yeah, you got to.
You know, you've got 3 batters here, 4 batters that right now, if they get on, not a big deal.
Right.
That one, top of the strike zone, 0-1 out of the hand of Maddie Muck.
The crowd to get in for the D3 championship building behind us.
That one popped up and gonna be into the bleachers. So no balls, 2 strikes to the junior second baseman, Leah Dorn. Muck back on the rubber. She spins at the 0-2 offering. Slap foul down the third base line. We'll reset and do it again. Everybody here pounding their feet against the bleachers on the 0-2 offering. Grace Marty out at second. That one slapped foul over to first base dugout. So we'll reset and do it again. 10 runs on 17 hits and 3 errors for Iola-Scandinavia. Waterloo, as it stands right now, 6 runs, 11 hits, and 4 errors. Ground ball back to the circle. Muck has it. She throws over to Colas, and now 2 outs.
And now Iola-Scandinavia crowd rises to their feet. They can feel it. Now they feel comfortable. They are ready to explode.
So the designated player, Kaylee Ron, in the box. First pitch swing, and Severson's got it. Easy throw over to first. And Iola-Scandinavia, a 7 spot in the 7th. They trailed by 3. Everything looked like it was going to be roses for Waterloo. And Iola-Scandinavia pulling off maybe 2 of the biggest upsets here at Goodman Diamond this weekend. They beat the defending state champions, and they beat the Destiny riding Waterloo Pirates.
In the Waterloo 7th, no runs on
10-6.
and 1 left on base. Your
Hats off to the Waterloo players, coaches, the community.
WIAA Division IV
We will always
State
be with you.
Championship
Keep playing for Kate. Congratulations, Iola-Scandinavia. You are the D4 2023 State Softball Champions. For our Raleigh, for Gary Whipperman, I'm Connor DuBoyce. We will be back with the D3 State Championship game that will feature Broadhead and Pacelli. Mayville. Yeah, Pacelli already played.
Right.
Broadhead and Mayville. I just keep forgetting about Mayville. I told you, they're going to throw me in the lake if they win. Broadhead, I'm not picking against you this time. We'll see you back in about a half hour for first pitch. You can listen to W7 Radio live coverage of the 2023 WIA State Championships at Goodman Diamond.
For Iola-Scandinavia, Maddie Muck, she moves.